And so the first thing to notice on the ground is what I talked about earlier. Maybe you saw this with Brian and Emily, but Brian and Allison. See the airplanes on the ground? White birch seeds. So here we are with these being distributed out here, providing us with a source that's not going to be buried by all the leaves that were here in the fall. On the other hand, look at the red oak.
Its leaves.
Red oak is holding its leaves. Red oaks have an incomplete abscission layer, so that they hold on to their leaves longer than other plants, other deciduous plants. The reason is that in terms of evolution, they are an older species than the other ones. By evolving first, they evolved in a climate that did not have all the diversity that we had because they came before the mountains. They came when the bands of climate were parallel to the latitudes. And so they didn't develop in a climatic situation in which it was necessary to lose the leaves. So over time, however, in order for them to survive, as we've undergone other kinds of thermal changes, what's happened is that now there is another strategy. There's two strategies that get imposed. One is that when trees have leaves on them, they have greater surface area, which means they can trap more freezing rain and more snow. And the weight of the snow can damage the tree. Oaks have more branches than the other species. When you get to see some of the big old oaks standing out in the fields, look at how many branches. They literally have sacrificial branches. And so in order to do this, you have to be able to allow for some loss, and they do so by having more branching.
So would the sacrificial branches be at the bottom or at the top?
No, they're throughout. They just got more branches wherever the snows accumulate. It isn't like you have designated branches, but they have the branches so that whatever branch breaks off, there's enough to make up for it. The second thing then is that in the springtime, these will start to come down when the new leaves come. Some are coming now. You can see some on the snow. What that will do is that becomes a thermal capture, and it will start to sink in the snow early and down. As these fall down into the snow, into the spring, they cover up seedlings. When the waters are thick, they come down and they create this tea. All teas are made out of the acids of the plant, the tannins, with just a little bit of other chemical composition to give a slightly different taste to them, but they're all tannins. Same thing you get in a bog. And so the tannins that are in there, though, are highly acid. Just like an acorn. You eat an acorn, they're highly acid. So consequently, it comes down and we cover up any potential seedlings, and we create an acid bath to destroy any potential seedlings, and so they destroy their competition.